terms. Going to talk through the rules for today's auction, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the home and the opportunity that rests before you here today. And then from that point forward, I'm going to open up and I'm going to call for your competitive bidding. Property we are selling, ladies and gentlemen, is online, and today some of our staff members feature online. They're also available on the phone to help you with any questions, help you with the technology, and indeed also help you with your bidding here today as well. So make use of them, including co-listing agent Declan McAuliffe online as well, Claire Liang online, and Abby as well online. They're there to help you, as I said before, with any questions if you need to as well. The property we are selling in the contract is known as lot number 5 on strata plan 029787Q in certificate of title volume 9838 folio 017, or more commonly known to you and I as 5/10 Lang Road in Mount Waverley. Today's sale does include all the fixtures and fittings, and as the slideshow rolls through, you can see some of those fixtures and fittings that reside in the property, including floor coverings, window furnishings, and electrical line fittings. They're all stuck and staying with the property. Today, the deposit terms are fairly simple. It's a 10% deposit upon the purchase here today, or you can make a $20,000 deposit pending your bank's availability to transfer that amount of money. And then the balance of that 10% can happen on Monday, being the next business day. If you're the successful purchaser, the settlement terms also are pretty flexible with 60, 90, or 120 days, all there for you in terms of settlement terms. So 60, 90, or 120 days, and the deposit terms, as I mentioned. The rules for today's auction, fairly simple. They are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions from bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids, and the words during the auction are used to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the bids themselves, I draw your attention again to the chat box that you featured in earlier when you said that you could hear me through that chat box. That's where you'll be placing your bid here today. So your paddle number that you've registered under, followed by the full amount that you're bidding at, that will be where you place your bid. Now, you're welcome to unmute yourself and call it out via audio. However, it will be easier for us and our staff members and myself to be able to see the bid on screen as you use that chat box. Of course, there'll be figures that will pop up on the screen when those bids start to come through. And at some point, hopefully I get to say the words on the market, which means we've hit the reserve price and we're selling from that moment and that moment forward. And when that happens, the numbers on the screen will turn green to also represent it. And my staff members will make that clear in the chat box that we'll be on the market and selling. So, ladies and gentlemen, nothing's stopping us, and nothing has stopped us through all the various lockdowns in terms of selling property and real estate. This is just another format to do it, and a format that suits you from the comfort of your lounge room there today to be able to bid and buy a fantastic home. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, a beautiful open lounge area as well, massive open lounge area at the front of the property, plus the meals area that follows off the kitchen, a lovely paved courtyard of low maintenance, heating and cooling ducted and taken care of, and behind you, no neighbours, just parklands, the grassland behind you, and community reserves running through there too as well. So you've got no neighbours at the rear. Being at the rear as well of Unit 5, it's quiet, it's private, well located, single level floor plan as well, and the home is perfect to move straight into. Yes, you can start to make minor renovations and changes and put your personal touch on the home, but certainly if you are either downsizing or if you're starting out in Mount Waverley or perhaps even investing, then this is an ideal property, as you'll expect fantastic returns, great capital growth given the allotment of land and the property itself. A fantastic opportunity in terms of location, 10 minutes or so from Chadstone Shopping Centre, 5 minutes from Mount Waverley shops, village, cafes, restaurants, and then obviously another 5-10 minutes to Glen Waverley Shopping Centre as well. About 15 to 20 minutes on the way to the city and the way the roads are at the moment, probably get there in 10 minutes or less from that location. So location perfect. The home, a beautiful template for you to work with, simply easy to move in at the moment because everything is ready for you to move in. We have an owner online ready to sell here today, and if you're ready to buy, then I'm going to get you to place your bid in that chat box in just a moment. But I want to draw your attention to how I sell the property here today. I will call it 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call, and when the hammer hits the contract like so, the property will be sold. I cannot take a bid or offer after that takes place. So make sure that you are fast on your keyboard, that you've made sure to communicate with our staff and put in that strong bid to purchase here today. Well, buyers and ladies and gentlemen, that's enough from me. I'm going to throw it over to you now for a fair and reasonable start. Number 5 at 10 Lang Road, Mount Waverley. I'm in your hands. You can start me where you like. A fair and reasonable bid. Paddle number first, bid second. Up to you, bidders and buyers. You can get us underway from here, and I'll call the bids and we'll direct the traffic from here. 5 at 10 Lang Road, Mount Waverley. Buyers in your hands. Use the chat box. Place your bid now, and let's get underway and find the new homeowner who will move in the next 60, 90, or 120 days to this fantastic property in Mount Waverley. Buyers in your hands now. Open to the chat box. Place your bid in there, and we'll be underway. Otherwise, I'll place an opening bid to start with if need be. But I prefer you to make that start. Make that start now in the chat box. Otherwise, I'll kick things off, leaving it in your hands as we scroll through those beautiful photos, the courtyard spaces, open plan living lounge room area, fantastic community and great neighbours in the block as well. Up to you, buyers, awaiting your bid in the chat box. Otherwise, I'll kick it off and get us underway. If we don't hear anything in a moment, I'll kick us off and underway with a vendor bid in a moment. Otherwise, it's up to you, buyers and bidders. Place your bid in the chat box. Otherwise, I'll move through to make a vendor bid. Paddle 88 at 800,000. That's a good, strong start at 800,000. And welcome along to your bidder and paddle number 88. Declan bidding on behalf of paddle number 88 at 800,000. We're off and running. A nice, easy way to start there at 800,000. We'll just correct the bid on screen. It says 880. I'd love that to have been the starting bid. That would have been perfect. But at 800,000 is the bid, and that'll update shortly on our screen. 800 is the opening bid. At 800,000, can I call for a rise of 10,000 from there, perhaps? And let's see 810,000. A good, solid, strong start from our bidder there online. Paddle 88 in front at 800,000. Can I see 810 from there? At 800,000, 810 from there is the next bid we're looking for. At 800,000, a good solid start to the bidding there. Bidders and buyers against you now. 810's the bid we look for from here. At 800,000's the bid. 810, I didn't need to make the start. A good, solid, strong start. That's the way to buy real estate, certainly at 800,000. Paddle 88, you're in front at the minute. You've got the best chance to negotiate with us as well. If the property should pass in, we would pass it into the highest bidder and continue that negotiation. As I can tell you from the weekend and weekends gone by, the highest bidder is 99% of the time, more often, the end buyer of the property shortly after auctions. So at 800,000, we move through to call 3 times. I'm looking for a bid at 810,000 from there. At 800,000, paddle 88 is in front. All bidders and buyers now, this is your last and final opportunity perhaps to place your bid or rise from that bid. Otherwise, we look to negotiate, and it would be a quiet, quick auction if that's the case. But at 800,000, I'm going to call 3 times, bidders and buyers, looking for that rise at 810 from there. At 800,000 for the first call now. I'll give ample time and opportunity. At 800,000 on the second call now. Against our bidders and buyers, you'll need to bid at this point in time. At 800,000 for the third and final call. Just checking to see if we're all finished and done, bidders and buyers. Punch your numbers in that chat box or unmute yourself to voice your bid if you wish. Whatever's going to be easier for you, but you'll need to place that bid or rise from here. 800,000's the bid. 810 is what I'm looking for from here. We know there's interest there. We know there's interested buyers online, but you'll need to express that interest in this forum if you're going to have a chance to buy today. Otherwise, we get to negotiate with that higher bidder. At 800,000 is the bid. At 800,000, final opportunities again. I call 3 times. I'll make it easy for you if you'd like. You can place the bid at 805 from there. At 805 is a bid we can take from there. At 800 is the current bid. 805 is the bid I can look for from here. At 800,000 now, 805 is what I look for. I call 3 times. First time in the call now again at 800,000. Second call now at 800,000. 805 will get you in front. Third and final call. Oh, finished silent and done at 800,000. Well, bear with me, buyers, while I seek some instructions, and some of our staff will talk to our other online bidders to see where they stand. You're also welcome while I take this short break to be able to place a further bid in the chat box. I'll be with you in a moment or two. currently stand as well. Quick conversations with our buyers and also with our owner there as well. And I can say that we're fairly close to an outcome here. At the moment, our current bid of 800,000. I still will open it up now and call. I know there's two other buyers there that have some interest here today, and giving you the opportunity now for a further bid or rise at 805. We're very, very close and closing in on a result, I'm sure, either one way or another. But I'll open it up the bidding once again. I'm looking for a $5,000 rise to keep us going there. At 800,000 is the current bid, and 805 is what I seek from here. Open to all buyers now. 805 is the bid I look for. 800 is where we're at. Again, buyers, up to you now to place your bid in the chat box there. Paddle number first, bid second, and then we can get underway again. At 800,000, our current bidder or buyer has the lead now. Paddle 88 with the lead at 800,000, calling for 805 from here. At 800,000 now, 805 is the bid we're looking for. Here we go again. Paddle 67, 805 is the bid. Had a discussion with the family and made the decision to move forward, which is fantastic. At 805 is the bid. At 805, we have the bid now from Anita, Paddle 67, and open back to Paddle 88. Your bid from here, 810 or better would be the bid from here. 810 is the bid we look for now. 810 is the bid if you'd like. It's against you, Paddle 88. 805 is our highest bidder now. Paddle 67 has the lead. At 805 is the bid. 810 is what we look for from here. 810, as I thought, from Paddle 88. 810 is the bid now. At 810, can I say 815? Paddle 67, what do we say at 815? 810's the bid. 815 I'm looking for. 810's the current bid. Paddle 88 holds it. The screen will update shortly. 810,000 is the current bid. At 810, 815, what do we say? Paddle 67, it's against you now. 810 is our current bid. 815 is what we look for. At 810,000 now. At 810,000, the screen will update shortly, but at 810, you can hear and see clearly in the chat box there. We're at 810,000, seeking a further rise of 15 to take us to 815. At 810,000 now, I call 3 times. First time in the call now at 810,000. Second call now at 810. Third and final call. The screen just updating there. And if you can't hear my voice, you see the screen at 810, which means Paddle 67, you're just behind. I'll still take a 5 at the moment. If you can confirm a $5,000 rise at 815, what do we say? I'll wait for your confirmation. 815's the bid. I got to assure you it's going to put you in front in the best position to buy here today. 1,000s probably won't do it at this stage with the two of you fighting it out. 815, can I confirm? Waiting on you in the chat box to confirm Paddle 67. If we can go to 815, I'll confirm it. I'm taking the rises of 5 to make it easy instead of the rises of 10. 815, if you can confirm, let's go from there. A moment or so, perhaps the keyboard in front of you now, hopefully 815 is all you need to punch in there. Paddle 67 against you. Need to know if you're in at 815. I'll await. Thank you for your instructions. I'll await at 810. If this is the highest bid, then we'll negotiate with this party and we'll see where we arrive. They'll have the first right and opportunity at the vendor's reserve price if there's no higher bid from here. At 810,000 now, my final call to all buyers. If you wish to bid from here, your final moment and opportunity now before I close the bidding and start a negotiation with our highest buyer. At 810,000 is where we stand at the moment. Call 3 times again. First time in the call now at 810,000. Second call at 810,000. Third and final call. Are we all finished, silent and done? I'll wait a moment or so. If someone's dropped offline, we'll just double check and make sure. In the meantime, I'll have a quick break. I'll have a quick discussion with our owners, buyers. Prepare your final bids and offers from here. I'll have one final break. I'll come back and we'll conclude and make sure that everyone's had their final opportunity and that they're online. I'll pause and I'll be back. 8:15, I see you bid just before we do it. Technical issues got you there. Paddle 67 back in at 8:15. I thought so. at 815,000. You did offer the 1. We rounded it up to 5. I knew you'd be back in there. You were in front, and you are in front now at 815. 820 from there, can I say? 815 is the bid. 820 from Paddle 88 is what we look for, or a better, a stronger bid from there. Perhaps if you want to knock out your competitor and take advantage of people being unsure, you need to give it a good solid crack. 820 is the bid now. Paddle 88 at 820,000 is the bid. 820,000 the bid now. Paddle 88 in front at 820 is the bid. Paddle 67, it's against you. 825 if you wish from here. That's where you need to be if you want to buy it. Moving along nicely in 5s now at 820 is the bid. At 820 is the bid from here. 825, good solid bid back at 825 is the bid now. At 825,000, Paddle 88, do we go to 830? 825 is the bid. At 825 is the bid from Anita. Paddle 67 at 825. What do we say at 830? Paddle 88, are we in? Fast, strong bidding's the way to go. Perhaps a strong knockout bid might be the way to go. Declan will give you the advice. He'll guide you as to the best way to try to buy here and now today. 830 is the bid now. Paddle 88 has it in front at 830. At 830,000 now, there's the bid at 830 from Paddle 88. 830 is the bid. Anita against you. Paddle 67, Anita against you now. 835 from here's the bid you need to be at. At 830,000 is our current bid now. 835 is what I'm looking for at 830,000. At 830 is the bid. Anita, I stress that you can take another 5,000, and from that point forward, then I may be able to take a lesser bid, but could you go to 835 from here is my question to you. I'll wait a moment for you to decide. Let me know in the chat box if we can go to 835, and from that point forward, then we can discuss a lower bid from there. Can we go to 835? I'll call again 3 times. First time in the call now at 830,000. Paddle 88 has and holds the highest bid at this stage. Second call now at 830,000. Third and final call. All finished and done. Declan says hold. Well, I will hold for a second and I'll put you on pause for a second. You can place your bid. Anita's back in again. Just as every time I'm due to pause for a break, she throws in the bid there at 835. At 835 is the bid now at 835,000. Paddle 88, it's now against you. Anita back in front now. Paddle 67 in front at 835,000. Do we say 840 from there? Good strong bidding's been all the way. Just the two of you in it. At 835 is the bid at 840, and at Paddle 88 at 840. Good bidding there at 840 now. On the market and selling now. There's the news now. It'll go green. On the market, selling and playing for keeps at 840,000 against you, Anita. I know you're asking for 1s. You can throw a 1 in now if you wished, but at 840, we're on the market, selling and playing for keeps and against you. At 840,000 now. At 840 is the bid. At 840, what do we say now? Anita against you for a further rise of 5,000 rise would be good from here, or a $1,000 rise will take 2. At 840,000 is the bid. At 840 is the bid now. We're going to call 3 times to knock down and sell. I can't be any clearer than that. 840 is the bid. At 840 is the bid. Up to you and against you, Anita. Take a rise of 1,000 if you wish. 5,000 would be better. 840 is the bid. Give you plenty of time to decide on that final bid. Otherwise, we sell now to our highest bidder. Paddle 88's been with us pretty much most of the way, right from the start, that is. I call 3 times. We get to sell from here. All bidders and buyers, final moments and opportunity now. We're selling here. If there's no better bid, I couldn't make it any clearer. 840,000, we sell. First time in the call now, and we're selling at 840,000. Second call now, we're selling at 840,000. Third and final call, are we all finished, done? Anita, I need to know, are you in or out at this stage? If you're out, place it in the chat box as Declan says. Let us know if you're out. I'll wait a moment or so, but on that third and final call this time around, I have to knock it down and sell. So I need to know if you're in or out from here. Final moment opportunity. My eyes are fixed on that chat box to see if you're going to jump in or not. I need to know, Anita, are we in or out? Are we done? If you're done, if you can no bid, if you can't bid any further, place the message in the chat box just so I know and can be crystal clear before I knock it down. I see your message now. It looks like you're done and finished. Nat as well, thank you for your bidding and thank you for your interest here today. We appreciate that you're out as well. We called 3 times now. It looks like we have our buyer and winner of this fantastic home at $840,000. First call now and we sell. Second call and we're selling. Third and final call. All done and finished. Silent in the chat box. Selling. Well, congratulations, Paddle 88. We are sold. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for a fantastic online auction. We hope you have a fantastic weekend and hope to see you all out of lockdown very, very shortly. Thank you for attending the online auction here today.